Well, here we go again. We're back in the hot seat for some streaming. A slightly more laid-back vibe than my last effort, where I played about 10 games and rage quitted about 500 times. Anyway, this evening, the purpose of this stream, if you haven't already seen the title, is something to do with a new microphone. And the reason I keep looking over there is because standing there in front of me is a very sexy looking JLab microphone. Now, you could probably hear my voice at the moment. Willie G, what's up? Hello. You can certainly hear my voice. Now I know that someone's actually watching. I better speed up. Anyway, take a socks. So here we go. I'm going to move it very gingerly because it's so sensitive that when I move it, you're going to hear a load of clattering sounds. But anyway, here it is. Oh, shit, so hopefully you can still hear me, even though it's not on omnidirectional. It's a JLab Talk USB microphone. It's actually that's nice blue, sexy blue LED light. And the cool thing is, look, you've got like a gain control. You can't see it, but that's green and that's blue. And then when you turn that knobster there, it goes like that. Oh dear. So you don't want it to be like that because that is bloody loud. So what I've done now is I've wrecked the gain on it because the gain was set quite high anyway. And I just turned the gain up again. So yeah, you can hear you can hear voice and some music. Can you hear the neighbours, Daz? There's a couple of neighbours shagging across the street. You can hear, yeah, the local go by. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully, it's very loud, isn't it? Hopefully that woke you up. Okay. I'm not used to this quality. Incredible quality here. I'm peaking on yellow. Oh my god, I forgot I was supposed to be playing this. It's not possible to have such incredible audio quality and play a code shooting game at the same time, or is it? So I have to say, at this very minute, what I am finding is that the audio is deafening me through my headset. Not my voice, I might add, because I cunningly decided to turn off the monitor for my voice. No, all I can hear is the famous Dodonpachi DOJ soundtrack. Anyway, we've already lost about 10 viewers after that amazing introduction of JLab Horn. I'm just trying to keep up the comments while I dodge bullets. Very easy to do if you're in the zone. I'm also using a Sega control pad, here you go, because I wanted to mess around with a few positions of the microphone. I don't even need to shout now, to be honest. I no longer need to say words loudly because they're not coming through my naff 20-year-old Skull Candy headset. They're actually coming through a brand new JLab microphone. Did I grab an analog pocket? What's an analog pocket? Tell me more. It sounds like a pocket console with an analog thumbstick, perhaps. Oh, you're asking him. Right, I'm going to turn this down because it's doing my absolute nutting at the moment, that audio. If I had the world's most incredible microphone that took a perfect compressed voice and managed to somehow filter out the music, I could of course do without my headphones and just listen to the glorious sounds of the arcade through my speakers, but it would sound like a shambolic mess. So do wear headphones really when you're streaming, as you go freestyle. Fuck, you know. Grab that hyper, boy. Zzz. Okay, here we go. Sounds pumping. I'm gonna take it to gay bar. Did you grab an on the pocket? Was tempted. It's an FPGA GBA. Nice. It's a handheld device that detects near profiles. Gay Boy Advance. Brothel Hunter. Can you still hear me? Paranoia will set in as soon as I start swearing and making anti-Google comments. They're trying to control your brain. Don't listen to anyone on YouTube. Not even Joe Rogan. So I was hoping the microphone may do wonders for my public image. Of course, I was hoping it made my voice sound a bit less stupid. Hasn't done that at all. Mind you, when you know you've got a quality microphone in the room, you tend to take yourself a bit more seriously, which means that your voice sounds better because you're not rambling like a madman. You're speaking as if you're on radio. At least that's what I'm trying to do now. You can tell I'm making an enormous effort to disguise my otherwise very strong Gloucester accent. Comes through when I'm drunk, when I'm ordering a takeaway, or when I'm playing Dodonpachi at 10 o'clock. The hypers are coming out of everywhere at the moment. Those that don't know, the hyper was first introduced into the Dodonpachi line of cave shooting games with this very game. I believe the hyper was a... oh shit. If I can continue like that. I believe the hyper was... You see, that's why I died, because I didn't actually know where I was going with that sentence. I believe the hyper was. I was just going to make something up. But I died because of karma. That's what happened. They made 3 adapters for it. TurboGrafx, Ninja in Pockets, and Game Gear. FGPGA. Damn it! With adapters. What does the adapter do? Is it connects to a real... oh shit. See, now when you're using a thumbstick on level 2, you've got to pay extra close attention to them bullets. It's looking very weird, the image, I have to say, actually. It's coming straight out of my super gun into the OSSC, the signal, and most of the time it looks incredibly crisp, but it's very bright. Leave no brothel uncovered and rejoice anti-Google comments and privacy on home only on our pocket. 99 pounds in rumbelows. That firepower there. It's screen clearing bullets. No, the power of pocket gaming. So, has there ever been a pocket CRT game system? Surely one of those old, I don't know how I avoided that. One of those old the original Game Boy Advance. It must have been a CRT, mustn't it? No, I'm aware that it wasn't. I'm sure Argos have made a CRT-based pocket system. I certainly remember those glorious-looking TV sets that your physics teacher sometimes used to have stashed away in the staff room. Bloody hell. You know the one that look like an oscilloscope that's about 10 foot deep and the screen's only about 4 inches across. Yeah, them. That's what I mean, one of them. There was a guy that sold burgers when I went to university. He wasn't selling burgers all the time, but he sold burgers a good proportion of the time. He wasn't a student. I mean, I would have had a lot of respect for him if he'd been a student, but this was just a dude. Anyway, he had this van that sold burgers late at night in a car park, and he had several CRTs in his van, actually. One of which was apparently an oscilloscope. Where did he go? Anyway, I wish I could end that story by saying that we actually broke into his van one night and had a 12-hour-long gaming session of, I don't know, 4-player GoldenEye or something. But I never played GoldenEye at the time, so that wouldn't have happened. I think we're on level 5 at least at the moment. Call it quits there, otherwise I'll be ruining what money I paid for this game by playing it too much. Can use those games with the dice, the brothels. I only enter Neo Geo Pocket approved brothels. I remember those portable CRT TVs. Laughing out loud. Okay. Let me just do something without tearing this off my head. I'm going to change the game. Check this out. Okay, so you can still hear me, which is a new thing. You wouldn't have been able to hear me if I'd been using the headset. You can probably still hear me now, in fact. Because of the enormous... Look at this. I'm going to pick that up. And that. It's even going to pick up every sound I make. So off goes the super gun. Out comes the cartridge. Listen to this. This is the sound of a PGM cartridge being released. There you go. That is what a PGM cartridge looks like. If you didn't know already. And the second and final game of this evening's stream will be coming out of the box in front of me. It's my PGM box. There you go, my PGM box. And the game will be Dodonpachi 2 Beaststorm, which unfortunately isn't the game on top. Would have been nice, wouldn't it? Would have been nice. It's neither is it the second game. So now I'm holding 3 PGM carts. Almost now I'm holding 4 PGM carts. It was the one on the bottom, wasn't it? Always the one on the bottom. Okay. Got some spare stickers here actually, quite nice. I'm not going to pick them up because I've dropped them. But the dude that sold me that Dodonpachi Black Label, Tim, PGM Tim, also sent me some very nice stickers for the cartridges. Right, so this is the sound of a game. Is John Zoney there? Hello, John Zoney. Nice to meet you. We're on a break at the moment, and we're just about to play Dodonpachi Beaststorm on PGM 2, PGM 1 even, through an enormously powerful microphone. And that is the sound of a PGM 1 cart going in. So forgive me, John Zoney, if I appear somewhat, I don't know, or somewhat pompous, I think is the right word tonight, because I'm using a new microphone, no less than the JLab Audio USB microphone. Visit the sponsor. Just visit the sponsor, man. Visit the sponsor. Okay. Now, in order to connect, Jesus bloody Christ. Bloody hell. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's a bit of a surprise, wasn't it? Did that surprise anyone else? Okay, so I'm just hoping that the microphone level is adequate without being excessive. Now, please do tell me if the volume is too high on the microphone, because I do have a gain control. So, Beaststorm underrated indeed is. Could you give me your Saturn games? I'll take care of them for you laughing out loud. No, that will not happen. I'm already down to my last 15 You could have taken some off me if you'd been bidding on eBay about, I don't know, 7 years ago or something. When I fell on hard times. I fell on hard times and I sold many games. I was out of work. I sold many games. I believe people on YouTube bought some of them as well, which is quite nice. Keep it in the family. So let's chuck in a credit or 5. How's the sound level? Because I can tell there's a bit of ducking going on when I talk. The volume of Dodonpachi B-Storm goes down a bit. I've forgotten what I bloody well use now. I'm just going to choose the middle option. These do not look like cave characters. For a start, that's a man. You don't get men in cave games apart from Escalada. She looks a bit far too many clothes on for a cave game. And I do like the energy feature, I have to say. But then you can't beat a smart bomb, can you? I mean, that looks like it was ripped off Dodonpachi, doesn't it? That firing effect, to say. So anyone who's a massive fan of Dodonpachi will know that this character is called something like Tagamachi or something. I don't know what the hell he's called, because I'm clearly not a big enough fan to know what his name is, but it's the boss from Donpachi and Dodonpachi. And that is known as an insultingly easy boss battle, even by people that only play one cave game a year. They know that that's an insulting boss battle. Now, the background to this stage, some of you will recognise that little lower background from stage 1 in Dodonpachi, because I've been playing that a lot recently. So yeah, that was another graphic that was nicked. Some of you may notice that tank graphic there, that was nicked, but it's rather, if you could recall the boss level 2, very large version of that, nicked. This one, I don't know if it's nicked or not, maybe John Zoney would know.
Power up.
But yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about any of the nicked graphics. Those helicopters nicked. Those ones not. They're quite new, those little graphics. That one's nicked. You see, some of them are nicked and some of them are new. Those guys are new. That 100,000 points thing it's not a cave thing. Caves don't put... Am I right or am I wrong? Does Cave advertise how many points things give you on the actual screen? Not sure they do. I think having numbers, I've said this before, having numbers on a shooting game in the middle, I'm not interested, I'm not here to learn maths. I'll look at the top if I want to see what my score is, but I don't need to know every time I score a point. This is a ridiculously easy boss battle. I mean, this is heavily influenced by the stage 1 boss, isn't it? On Dodonpachi, this chap. That attack pattern is not low. They do not come forward. I think they spin around, don't they? Music's decent. This sounds very Thunder Force 4, doesn't it? That. It's a sawtooth synthesizer noise. Just paying attention here to that little thing, because I want it to release a star. It's not a star in this version, is it? It's a hexagon. Is the volume okay? Oh, Nida, good evening. Welcome to the new stream. The all new high quality audio stream. Gallagher sequel. Cho-Ren. Hibachi, that's the one. Hibachi. Yeah, Dodonpachi. I'm trying to catch up the comments. It's the first show up. We got into hobby. Willie G. Nice. Dodonpachi, well, if you're lucky, I can actually put the arcade game of that on. planning on wasn't planning on streaming it, but then I'm very amenable if you would like to see that game played after this one. Let's just push through a level or two of this. That's nice. Of course, this background would have appeared in Dodonpachi level 3. So the colours on this version aren't quite as groovy, but it's something very similar to this. Very nice level. Those chaps definitely appear in Dodonpachi. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, something very similar to that on level 3. So many of them. This is quite a lot easier than Dodonpachi. At this rate, although we're still on level 2, don't forget. As if you would have forgotten. Those bees are nice. I mean, you know, the old flashy semi-secret bees on that is nicked straight from Dodonpachi as well, that one. Nice to see that big guy return. And does which sequel to Dodonpachi do these large frigates appear in? We'll leave you to answer that question in the comments column. And these little openers, I'm not sure where they appear from. Anyway, we'll move on from that little segment of where things have been nicked from, and we'll return to the comments volume. Good, thank you very much, Luigi. Run out of energy. Looking good, bro. Just play whatever you want. I'm chilling. Will do. I'm going to continue then because I am enjoying this game. I am enjoying this game. Beastorm. This was kind of not. I don't know what it was. It was made by IGS, Poly Game Master people. Yeah. And IGS certainly didn't do a shoddy job at all, did they? It was obviously very decent game. And if you've never played Dodonpachi and you played this, you would be thinking, this is phenomenal, this game. It's one of the best shoot 'em ups of its time. Decent music actually. It's gone a bit 16-bit, hasn't it? It's a funny old game because whilst it's not easy, you rarely feel under so much pressure as you do in the cave titles. Maybe I've got the got caught. Maybe I've got the difficulty turned right down or something. I've not been using this attack enough because it relies on my thumb, which was injured in a bicycle collision recently. Actually, the other thumb. Lying. With my other thumb. So I'm using that thumb all the time, so I shouldn't complain about my thumbs, but just making excuses really. Oop. I wonder if there are any secrets in this game. I don't know if John's only still watching, but if you are, maybe if you're a fan of this game, do let us know if there are some secrets, i.e., you know, if you shoot 15 enemies in a row, you know, get a bonus point or an extra level or something like that. I demand to know why the German impression of this video was removed. Well, you got a good memory. It's because I think at the time I had over 100 videos, and it was bugging me that there were a few non-gaming ones that I didn't like, so I thinned them out. I know. I tell you what. This is I don't think I can press pause now. I've got a little treat or two on the sidebar of OBS. And, in fact, your comment has given me another idea. And, I'll just demonstrate what I'm talking about very quickly. Like this isn't going to interrupt it for very long. So, blah, 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 like making a Lego toy. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, next. 10 worst shots ever. Number 10. Gamers. There we go. So it's a taste of things to come. Oh dear, I've died. Right, time for a bit of another cable. I'm not going to play Dodonpachi because I've got my PGM system plugged in, but I will play Escaluda because I've heard that's a good game. No health bar on the bosses. Monster Hunter mode. Ooh. On what's that? On this. I know there are 3 game modes, aren't there? You can select that, left, and that. Of course, that's all I know at the moment. Oh, combat, of course. Your battle fighter. Excuse me. Back in a second. Right, last game now. Last game, lads. Anyone doing anything nice at the weekend? Thing you say in the office on a Friday afternoon or at work, isn't it? Doing anything nice at the weekend? Is anyone doing anything nice at the weekend? Right. Okay. Stop pissing around. Get the game notes. Put it in. There you go. Escaluda. That was loud. Okay, here we go. So on. Ooh. Turn it on. So it's going to be really loud. Yeah. That wasn't too bad, was it? Wasn't too loud. Okay. HDMI audio. So what we're going to do is just have a little game of Escaluda. I reckon that's a bit bright. I'm going to turn the game down on the speaker. Game control. There, better, isn't it? Better. Nice fact. Nice fact, John saying the tree boss on Beastorm, you have to get 400 million points. Shit. Mind you, the scoring looked quite generous, as in big numbers. I'm not talking like you get 10 points for killing an enemy. Oh, this isn't loud enough, is it, that audio? I'm going to die. Okay, looking for a moment here. Turn the audio out without dying. Multitasking now. Get cursor in the right place and increase. Oh, we did it. About that. I haven't played this for ages, this game. I tell you what, it is a lovely game. I don't know if any of you guys you must have this one. Those hardcore shooting fans among you must have this one. In fact, I'd wager that everybody on this channel has either got Escaluda or Escaluda 2. Actually, Escalуда 2 on the 360 is wonderful. Does this have a switch port? I don't know. Most games that have got a switch port, okay, this is vast generalisation, but have also got a PS4 port. It depends, doesn't it, on some of the companies, they bring them all out. The one that I saw the other day, it was, goodness me, what was the game? Andrew Junos 2 or Aero, I think it's called, the other name is it Aero Fighters 2. It's an MVS game, Neo Geo. That's been released on Dreamcast, PS4, Switch and 3DS. And it's 30 quid, whatever system you buy it for. They probably even re-released the MVS for, I know, about 5 million quid. Yeah, I'm very tempted to buy one of those ports. Because I do like those Neo Geo shooters. And to be able to play a Neo Geo shooter on a Dreamcast seems like a good thing. Oh, Escalade 2 got a switch port, did it? It may or may not, yeah. PS2 had an amazing port of this game. And it's arcade perfect. It looks, those blood effects look suspiciously like Gawangi, don't they? This is probably with it around the same time as Gawangi, maybe this one. I know Espeluda wasn't one of the, I don't know what the name of it was, SH001 or whatever, one of the little itsy bitsy miniature PCBs, Mushihime Sama and Ibarra and all that lot came out on. This wasn't though, this was pre that, this was after. Ooh. Esperade was quite an old one. Had that PCB, called it off Alex Game Room, and enjoyed it. Wonderful. Actually haven't done a charge yet, have I? Why not? There's many points to be had. Much fun to be had using those. Seems to be, I don't know if I'm right saying there's more points when you're in slow-mo. No idea. Maybe it just tells you how many points you're scoring up. I'm interested to know if the multiplier goes up. I could just read about it, I suppose. Recently feeding my brain with Dodonpachi scoring information, which is quite ridiculous. So much complexity and depth in that scoring system. Well, I'm actually lying again. I'm actually talking about Dodonpachi TEST Dojo. That was what I was reading about, because I was trying to get my head around the differences between all the versions, 1.5 arcade and all that, 360. TEST Dojo is fantastic. The thing with these code games, they're all so damn good that, you know, whilst TEST Dojo might be technically superior to this, it's not like this is any worse a game. I mean, these games are all wonderful fun. We need to go on these. This is. Go on. Oh, I like this bit. felt good. Grinding is so hard. TEST Dodonpachi and MMP are still stuck on 360. Yeah, I don't think anything's come out. I don't think so that Joe has. Grinding is so hard. Well, not if you can continue all the time like me. I just credit feed on that game. Not sure why. It's a gorgeous game though. Lovely to play that again. Put that on the 360. I like games that reward the use of smart bombs like TEST Dodonpachi, yes. Yeah, a well-timed smart bomb does the old bullet cancellation and absolutely fills up your hypermeter. Well, remember if the dropping a bomb fills up your hypermeter or not, but it's all about the timing, isn't it, with those hypers and bombs. And TEST Dodonpachi has got a lot going on there. TEST Dodonpachi got leaked on Mum. Ooh, main. Mana. Thinking of the spell. Something the spell. Got leaked. I suppose it's still under copyright, isn't it? Or whatever. This is nice, isn't it? Say nice bit of slowdown. Which reminds me of the large sort of level boss on Michigan Summer. Level 3. Argue with that, can you? Right, scoring in that game is about using different. I'll come back to that. Oh, what am I doing? Misuse of the slowdown button. No, I got very confused. Very confused. Different attacks to kill enemies. Yeah, something like that, definitely. Okay, I've got to call it a night. Some shit to sort out. So there's my score. Tell you what I'll do very briefly. This is the position 2 for the joystick, for the microphone. Now, apologies for all the loud noises that will make. This is the position that this is going to make a loud noise as well. Right, so that's my gain at the moment. Can go really, really high, but you don't want to hear my voice like that. That's probably quite high as it is. So this microphone is now right there, a long way away from my face, and I'm not even talking into the microphone. And I've tested it, monitored earlier, and it's actually really good. You don't need to be facing the microphone for it to pick you up. So I'm very happy with that. It means I can, have this surface down here for joysticks when I put those back out. So I will listen back to this and see how the volume levels did with the microphone. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you. Videos for 2 people. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, cool. Onida, great, Jones Oni. And Sega Socks is there somewhere. Willie G. Yeah, excellent. Nice seeing you all. Have a good weekend. Have a very good weekend. Have an excellent weekend. And see you next time.